Hello and welcome to a 2-episode series on the interest rate parity. Interest rate parity, my friends, can be defined and expressed in a variety of ways. In this series, we are going to confine ourselves to just two such definitions and expressions, and at the end of the 2 episodes, you can decide to stick to whichever one appeals to you. In this episode, ladies and gents, we will focus on the first of the 2 definitions. So let us begin by defining interest rate parity in the following manner. We can say that if the interest rate parity holds, the returns from investing in the home currency should be equal to the returns from investing abroad in the foreign currency and then converting the foreign returns back to the home currency. To see this, let us assume US as the home country and define a few variables. Let us say that our spot rate is represented by this letter E and is equal to 1.05 euros to a dollar. Let us also say that our forward rate is represented by this letter F and is equal to 1.10 euros to a dollar. The domestic interest rate or the interest rate in the US is represented as ID and is equal to 5% per annum. And the foreign interest rate, that is the interest rate in the Eurozone for our case, is represented as IF and is equal to 10% per annum. So let us get going by giving our investor 2 choices. Our investor can select between investing in the home country, that is the US, or he or she could go and invest the money abroad, that is in Eurozone. Let us look at this alternative first of all, that is to invest at home. If you invest $1, my friends, at home, that is in the US, for a year, you are going to end up with some amount that is going to be greater than $1 because you are going to be earning some interest on this $1. Let us see how much money you are going to end up with. What you are going to do is you are going to write 1 and then you are going to multiply this by 1 plus the domestic interest rate, which is equal to 5% here. So what I'm going to write here is 1 multiplied by 1.05, and that is going to give you, my friends, $1.05 at the end of 1 year. We can write the same thing in notational terms as well. Let us do that. What we are doing here is we are writing $1 and then we are multiplying this thing by 1 plus the domestic interest rate, which we have represented as ID. So let's write an ID here, and that is going to be pretty much it. Now let us move to the second alternative, that is to take your money abroad and invest it there. So since you want to invest your money abroad, the first thing that you will need to do is to convert your US dollars, that is your home currency, into the foreign currency. So you are going to use your $1 to buy some units of foreign currency. So let us do that and see how much money you can get with $1. You have $1, so I write here 1, and then what you need to do is you need to convert your dollar to euro, and that conversion you are going to do at the spot rate, that is the going rate at the moment, which is equal to 1.05 euros to a dollar. And since we are converting dollars to euro, that means we are converting a denominator currency into the numerator currency. We are going to multiply. Multiply what? Multiply the amount to be converted, that is $1, and multiply by what? By the going rate of exchange, that is the spot rate, which is equal to 1.05. So what you get is euros 1.05 for your $1. We can rewrite this thing in notational terms. We can say 1 multiplied by, and in place of 1.05 you can use the notation which is this letter E. So we can write here E, and therefore this is going to give us E units of foreign currency. So let me write here currency, and then we move over to the next step. Now what you are going to do with this 1.05 euros that you have, let me, in place of this question mark, write 1.05. Naturally, you are going to invest this 1.05 euros into the Eurozone for a year, and therefore at the end of 1 year you are going to end up with an amount which is going to be greater than 1.05, because since your 1.05 euros is invested in the Eurozone at the euro interest rate, you are going to have a higher amount than 1.05 euros. So just like we did before, we are going to write here 1.05, the amount that we are investing, and then we are going to multiply this by 1 plus the foreign interest rate, which is equal to 10%. So I'm writing here 1.10, and when we carry out this calculation, this should give us euros 1.1550. We can rewrite this result, my friends, in notational terms one more time. What we can do is, for this 1.05 euros, we know that this 1.05 euros is nothing but this E units of foreign currency. So let us write here E, and then what we have done with this E, we have gone ahead and multiplied this by 1 plus the foreign interest rate, which is equal to 10% and has been represented by IF. So in place of 1 plus 0.10, we are going to write here I and then F, and then I'm going to close this bracket. Now by investing your money in the Eurozone for a period of 1 year, you have ended up with this amount, but your home country is the US, so you are going to be interested in bringing your earnings back to your home country. So you need to convert this amount back to your home currency 1 period ahead, and that is going to happen at this rate, that is the forward rate of 1.10 euros. So let us do that in this step. Let's say convert your 1.155 euros back to the home currency, that is the dollars, at the forward rate. Now what you are converting? You are converting 1.1550 euros, and you need to convert them to dollars at the forward rate, which is equal to this. Now in this case, you are converting a currency which occurs in the numerator to a currency which occurs in the denominator. So the rule is going to be divide. So what we are going to do is, we are going to divide this 1.1550 by the forward rate, which is equal to 1.10, and that is going to give you $1.05. And we can write here in notational terms the same thing. If you will realize, this 1.1550 euros is nothing but this amount here. So what we are doing is, we are copying it from here and pasting it at this place, and then what you are doing with this amount is that you are dividing this thing by the forward rate. So we write an F here. What you are going to observe is that if you invest at home, you earn $1.05 by the end of the first year, and if you take your money abroad, that is to the Eurozone, you still earn $1.05 at the end of 1 year. So that means that these two alternatives, that is investing at home and investing abroad, are similar. Since they are same, let us equate these two alternatives, this one here and this one here. Let us write here in the equation format. The first alternative is 1 plus, let me go into the equation space here and then write 1 plus interest rate in the domestic country, that is the US. So I write an ID, and then on the right hand side I'm going to write this term here for you. So in the numerator I'm writing E, and then I'm multiplying it by 1 plus the interest rate in the foreign country, closing the bracket, and then I'm dividing this thing by F. Now what I'm going to do, my friends, is that I'm going to take this 1 plus IF to the left hand side, and there it is going to get divided by this 1 plus ID. So let me write here 1 plus ID as it is. So let me copy this item from here and paste it in this place, and then since I'm carrying over this 1 plus IF over to the other side, it's going to get copied and get pasted here in the denominator, and I'm going to be left with E over F on the right hand side. We can rewrite this thing, my friends, as, let us take the reciprocal of this thing. Let us write here F over E and that should be equal to then 1 plus IF. Let me copy that and paste it at this place, and then it is going to be divided by 1 plus ID. So let me copy that as well and paste it at this place, and this expression, my friends, is the expression for interest rate parity condition. You will probably realize that in this demonstration I have purposely assumed the data which brings out the parity condition. In reality, the forward and spot rates may not conform to the interest rate parity, and when that happens, there arises a profit making opportunity through what we call the covered interest arbitrage, and that would be a subject matter for another video. For the moment, we are going to stop right here. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.